And welcome back to another episode. And Manchester United have just drawn stalemate with Chelsea, and boy am I frustrated. Boy am I frustrated because Manchester United were there for the taking. Chelsea showed them too much respect, far too much respect. Worst performance I've seen from Chelsea this season. There was just no energy, no enthusiasm. Nobody wanted to take a risk to win that game. Nobody grabbed that game by the scruff of the neck, apart from one man and one man only. We didn't play as fluid as what we've seen all season. Now you can go to Old Trafford and you can draw, or you can get beat. Our record at Old Trafford is absolutely abysmal. Abysmal. We haven't won there in 11 years. So you can go to Old Trafford, you can get beat. You can call them our bogies team. Energy, the lack of positivity in our play was just not there. Man United were not great in that game. They were shocking. And they were there to be ran at. They were there to be got at. I just wanted to see Chelsea on the front foot more, being more positive in the play, in their attitude. The body language was all wrong for me. I don't think Enzo Maresca set them out to not lose the game, but I don't think he set them out to win the game either. That doesn't make any sense, but it does in my head. I don't think he thought we're playing for a draw. I think he tried to go there and tried to nick it, but we've seen Tottenham go there and they were on the front foot and they came away with a 3-0 victory. We've seen Liverpool go there and they were on the front foot. They came away with a 3-0 victory. I was expecting Chelsea to have that impetus, expected us to be that bright, that positive. We just weren't. Man United are a club that are struggling. Just lost the manager. This was our moment to make a statement. Go out there and put on performance at Old Trafford in the context of everything. When you look at the whole season, if you had said to me at the beginning of the season, right, you're going to draw Nottingham Forest, you're going to draw the Crystal Palace, but you will beat Bournemouth, you will beat Wolves away, draw Man United, but at this stage of the season, you'll be sitting above Arsenal. I would have said, you know what, I'll take that, because if we're above Arsenal, we're in the Champions League positions. This was a time where we could really pull away from Arsenal, go 3 points ahead of them. I know we're above them at the minute, but we're equal on points. This was our time to really lay down the marker and say where he had mean business. Even in games against Nottingham Forest or Crystal Palace, where we drew both games and we were expected to win. By the way, you look at Nottingham Forest now and you think that's not a bad result because they're on fire. The way, the manner of what we drew, we're on the front foot, we're trying to be positive, we're trying to make a difference in the game. Against Man United, I didn't see that. Against Man United, I tried to be more compact. The average positioning of each player, it's extremely central. We had width, we had no quality. Apart from one player, I keep on saying one player, and that's Moises Caicedo. I don't want to just go in on Chelsea because we need to have a bit of a reality check. The past 2 seasons, we've been absolutely on our knees. Terrible. And this season, we've got 18 points from 10 games. We're sitting in 4th. We're above Arsenal. We're above Aston Villa. We're above Brighton. We're above Man United. We're above Tottenham. There is some positives to take from this season. Now, this team is still young. Inconsistencies will happen. It's going to be games where we're just not on it. We're not sharp. We're not looking bright. We're not looking as fluid. That's going to happen. Can't help to think Man United were there for the taking. And I can't help to think that we played the occasion, not the game, and let the game get to it. We just didn't provide that bit of quality that I was looking for, apart from one moment, and that was the goal. That goal from Moises Caicedo was absolutely spectacular. The technique, the control in the body was brilliant. Starting 11. Well, the starting 11 was what I expected. But if you've been, not many of you have, but if you've been following this channel or these videos, I said I wanted to see Cucurella. I think he offers more balance. His decision-making of when to come inside and invert and when not to invert is a lot better. Be having this conversation. Malo Gusto, I love Malo Gusto. I've watched him from his youth days. I used to tweet about him a lot as he was breaking through at Lyon. I love Malo Gusto. He's been spectacular when Reece James was injured. We need to have a conversation about Marc Cucurella starting. Cucurella, his enthusiasm, energy is infectious in this team. We don't need to have the conversation. Should it be Marc Cucurella or Reece James at left back? What we should be having the conversation is Reece James should start right back. Marc Cucurella at left back. At the start of the season, we'll play Malo Gusto right back, but I think Reece James is a little bit better, so he deserves to. We looked much better and had more structure with Marc Cucurella at left back, so I want to see that. What we need to have a conversation about, it's Cole Palmer. The reason I say this is because Enzo Fernandez is not being quality. He was incredibly unselfish. I made a video about this. When Cucurella inverts, or the left back or right back inverts, Chelsea normally form a box shape. And at the top of that left-hand side of that box shape, the reason they done that is to free up Cole Palmer. He attracted attention towards him. Gave Cole Palmer a little bit more room to strut his stuff, a little bit more room to make an impact on the game. Caicedo and Lavia, they're quite deep. We need Caicedo or Lavia needs to learn just to play 5 yards forward. 5 yards forward, because you'll form that box shape. What that box shape does is occupy defenders, and that just frees up Cole Palmer. One of them needs to be incredibly unselfish, knowing that the majority of the time they're not going to get possession. The majority of the time they're in an area where they're not comfortable with. It's got to happen. It's got to happen, because that frees up your best player. That allows your best player to find space and make an impact on the game. So somebody's got to take up that Enzo Fernandez role. That'll allow Cole Palmer just to be Cole Palmer. Aside from that, we've got so much quality in our team, individually and collectively. Today, I didn't see any of that. We actually defended and soaked up everything Man United threw quite well. We were passive. We were passive in possession, and we haven't been passive all season. Been extremely incisive. And usually we're quite cutthroat on how to break down opposition, but today we didn't see any of that. Today we needed a performance like we're seeing at Wolves. That one-touch passing, that forward play, that incisiveness in possession, that ability to be brave in possession. And Nicholas Jackson actually made some good runs, but nobody wanted to find him. That's what we're missing. The first half, there was a chance for either team. We've seen Noni Manuel hit the post, and then we've seen Marcus Rashford hit the ball. The first half was pretty dull. It was just passive. It looked like both teams were showing each other too much respect. We made a change at halftime. Marc Cucurella came on, and I thought, this is it. This is it. We've got a nice balance. This is when we can go on the front foot and really get at Man United. Again, we didn't. We gifted Man United a goal. Absolutely gifted them a goal. I don't mind getting a screamer per pass rush, because you hold your hands up and you say fair enough, and you're just making individual mistakes. That's the most frustrating thing about it. Wesley Fofana's positioning, awareness was completely wrong, but what was Robert Sanchez doing? Rasmus Højlund was taking his touch away from goal. All he has to do is stand, be big, stand his ground, because the worst case scenario, Rasmus Højlund tries to get a shot off. The angle's so tight, he blocks a shot. No, he has to be over aggressive. Has to make the wrong decision. Was Enzo Fernandez. The way he flapped at the ball, you could tell himself he didn't believe he was going to get it. It was just poor goalkeeping. And what separates the good goalkeepers from the average goalkeepers is composure and decision making. He just literally stands his ground, widens his stance. Once Højlund's taking his touch away from goal, just absolutely no need to go to ground. But Moises Caicedo, we need to have a discussion about him, because he came to a rescue. Not just with the goal, but with his performance. He was flawless today. He was everywhere. Energetic. His defensive duties, he did everything spot on. His on-the-ball ability, he done everything spot on. And that goal, that technique to strike it low and hard, was a thing of beauty. Be positive in what was a frustrating performance by Chelsea. This boy is different. For me, one of the best midfielders in the world, not just the Premier League, in the world, and I stand by that. Not everything. And I know he's been quality all season and the back end of last season, but I think this performance at Old Trafford to teach Man United a lesson, became one of the leaders in this Chelsea squad. Sensational. What frustrated me is the fact that Enzo Maresca didn't want to change things. It looked like midweek, he had exhausted all his options. Yes, he brought on Mudryk. Yes, he brought on Enzo Fernandez. Yes, he brought on Marc Cucurella. But I wanted to see Christopher Nkunku. I wanted to see João Felix. I wanted to see that spark. Nkunku could have offered a different variety to what Nicholas Jackson did. More inbox presence, a more clinical aspect. Seen it against Bournemouth when he come on. He wasn't great against Newcastle United midweek, but this is a different game. This is a different day. Before I wrap it up, I just want to give Pedro Neto credit, because I thought he was brilliant today. He was brave on the ball. He was trying to make a difference. And that's what you want. Now, I think he deservingly starts next game. Today, man, we missed an opportunity today. I can't help but to feel that. Look at it, and in hindsight, a point in Man United isn't bad. We didn't get beat. A point at Old Trafford. But when I mentioned at the start of the video, when you see Tottenham go there, get 3-0 win. When you see Liverpool go there and get a 3-0 win, we need to go there and get a 3-0 win. This is a missed opportunity, and I fully expected us to end today third in the table comfortably. Man United undoubtedly were there for the taking. We showed them too much respect, and genuinely, we should have been a lot more braver and took a risk. Take more risks. That's how you win football game. Risks equal reward. That's what we're lacking, that quality, that incisiveness. Start the season, it's been very positive. This is a young team. We've got to remember where we were last year at this point. Look, there is positives. It's going to get better. We're going to have hiccups along the way, but it's how you bounce back with those hiccups. Look, we've got Arsenal next in the Premier League, and a performance like that, we come away with nothing. We're going to have to be a bit more bright, positive in our play. We're going to have to take the game to Arsenal because they don't like it. We've seen it in Newcastle. When a team's on the front foot, they don't like that. They like to be in control, like everything to be in front of them. We need to believe that we're going to beat Arsenal. It's still been a positive start of the season. That's what we've got to remember. But if you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will be doing a pre-match review against Noah. I will be doing a preview, so keep an eye out for that. And once again, I want to say thank you very much for watching.